Hey everybody, it's Dave from Old Dominion Angler. I'm out here with my daughter Lauren. We're going to go out into the river and do a little bit of saltwater fishing. We're going after some perch and maybe a speckled trout. If we get really lucky, maybe even a striper. Should be fun. Yeah. And then after a while, we're going to head over to the beach and have a little tea time. We're going to start up a fire and brew up some pine needle tea. I brought the sugar.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Pine needle tea is my favorite.
You ready to go?
Yes.
All right, let's go fishing. See you out there.
See you guys.
Beautiful cast. Got to be a fish there. Nope. Right.
Whoa,
there you go. Now fish on.
Never mind, I got him.
Yeah, the bite's really slow. You got to give them a nice bit of time.
Like,
look at that.
There's no fish.
That's awesome. What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, that's a perch.
Beautiful.
White perch. Okay, I'm going. Love these circle hooks.
Yep.
Okay, calm.
Right in the corner of the mouth.
Calm.
Sweep those gill plates down.
Need to turn you around. Hey, hey, hey.
You guys have never caught a perch like this before. They are super sharp. We call them stiffbacks around here because they got this wicked sharp dorsal fin.
Yeah, that right there. It's
Yep.
super sharp. See if you can see it there when he goes down. He just spread it out.
Nice release.
And he likes.
Let's change tactics.
All right.
There you go.
There we go. I wanted to wait a little while.
Well, you waited.
I think I waited a little too long.
Well, you got the fish.
Oh, he's so cute. All right, sir. Let's get you off of here. Come here. Come here. Please stop flopping around like a fish. Oh, you are a fish.
Your hand?
Got it.
Awesome. Good job. All right.
Ow.
Pitch him back.
Ow, ow, ow.
Floating into the marsh.
Oh, yes.
Good job. Hey, Lauren's going to catch all the fish today.
Ah,
Ooh, that's got a big one.
good gracious sakes.
Got there.
Goodness.
Oh, pull that thing in here. That's
Monster.
a striper.
I can't lift it.
Lauren's first striper.
Oh, I did it. I'm so happy. Look at him. He's so beautiful.
Nice.
He's hefty. Good gracious, he put up a fight.
Get him good now. He's heavy.
Ah.
Show him the camera.
Oh,
Look
yes.
at that, guys.
My first striper ever. You guys just witnessed Loren's first striper ever. He's beautiful and very lively.
That's right. All right, you ready to
Okay,
put
I'm
him
gonna
back?
put him back because
All right.
I think he wants to slap me in the face with his tail. Okay.
There we go. Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
Finally.
Give you stardom right now.
Here. All right. Little perch.
Wow. This one. Feisty perch.
He was feisty. There's a little foul hook. I hooked him from the outside. That's why. Yep.
Nice.
Oh, it just did have him.
Woo. Now, let's let Loren catch fish.
You mean another fish?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just glad I didn't get skunked by a little girl. Not as anything wrong with little girls. Little girls rock. But still.
Excuse me?
Kind of hard on my man rep, you know?
Man. What is that?
That's a man's reputation.
Okay,
Man rep.
okay. What kind of TV shows have you been watching? Like, with young man?
So I went a little bit more. Well, hey, whoo, hey now.
Okay.
Maybe you ought to stay in the center of the boat.
Yeah, I think so.
So I went a little shallower and popped that cork.
Do you have any suggestions for me here?
No, you caught what? Four to my one. You don't need any help.
And I caught a striper.
You need to leave me alone. the cork.
He did. Now I got him. Oh. All right. Okay. All right, let me just roll up here.
Good job.
Hey. Hey. Pretty little guy. Oh, he's dirty. Oh, ho, ho. Whoa, whoa.
Swing him up. Swing him up.
Good gracious sake,
Swing him up.
sir.
Beautiful trout. Look at that speckled trout.
Oh, I like him. He's so cute. Look at that guy.
That's almost a keeper.
Almost. Hi, buddy. Oh, yeah. Half is the best of us is what I was about to say. Sweetie. Look at how cute he is.
Yeah, he's pretty, alright.
Oh, he's beautiful. He's got a little blue on him. Featuring. Hello, guys. You trying to catch fish over there?
I'm trying. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some size to him.
Hello, sir. Check that guy out. He's beautiful.
Your colors are changing.
No, they're so like, dark and cool contrast now.
Maybe blue in them.
Beautiful. Whoop.
That fish? Dude.
All right. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Rocket fish. Perfect hook. This little guy. Right, buddy. You go. Fastness to it. Oh, and there he goes again.
Another little one.
I think he found the spot now.
Alright, so Loren pretty much caught most of the fish today. She caught a striper, a couple of trout, some perch. I caught a few little perch. And we have worked up quite a thirst. We're ready to go get some tea.
Yes.
So we're going to head over to the beach, and as long as the wind's not howling down the beach, we'll get a little fire going and make some pine needle tea. So we'll see you over there.
See you guys.
You ready?
I think so. Alright guys, so I'm going to find the pine needles for our tea, which should be pretty easy because we got lots of pine trees. Let's see, here's some pine needles right here, and I just pick them right off the branch. So I'll get these and gather them up for some pine needle tea.
Lauren's going to get some of these dry pine needles. It'll help us get a fire going.
They make great fire starter.
And here's some nice cedar bark.
It burns really quickly and really well.
Yeah, it does. I don't want to dig too deeply because I don't want to hurt the tree. Plus, this flaky stuff is the only stuff that's dry right now. So we're having some really heavy dew. And then I'll powder this up in my hands, and that'll make a pretty good tinder. Let's get in this marsh, see if we can find a cattail. There's one.
Good thing we got our hiking boots on.
Get out. Oh, perfect. Just what we need. Cattail fluff. Let's get out of here. All right, it's tea time. We're gonna get a fire started. We're gonna do it a little more traditional way. We're gonna use a flint and steel to start our fire. For those of you that aren't familiar with how a flint and steel fire started, you got to have char cloth, or you can pull cotton lint off of your socks, or a frayed piece of natural fiber rope. Sometimes we'll catch a spark from a flint and steel, but the char cloth is a surefire way to do it. The way you make the char cloth is to take a little tin can and put pieces of fabric in it. It's got to be cotton, 100% cotton. You can't use nylon or anything like that. Put the lid on it, poke a hole in the top, and you set that on the fire. Smoke will start coming out of the hole, then flame, then the flame will go out, and then you'll get a little bit more smoke. Then you take it off the fire and you put it on the ground, whole side down, and it snuffs it out. And then you're left with a piece of charred cloth. Alright, so we're going to start that fire with the flint and steel. I've got a little nest of cedar shavings here and a little bit of that cattail cotton in the center. I'm going to put a couple extra pieces of char cloth in there because everything is super damp. It's still kind of late morning, and the sun hasn't been out, so all that dew hasn't burned off yet. So a nice healthy portion of char cloth right in the center, and that'll help us get a nice coal going. Here's my flint. I'm just gonna hold this right on top of the flint and then strike down with the steel and catch a spark. There goes one.
Nice.
See that glowing? Right there into my tinder bundle.
That looks good.
Little tiny sticks at first. Yeah, this stuff really does the trick.
Yep. Indeed it does. Like that. You want to get a nice bundle of very green ones because you have to pick them really fresh so it has plenty of flavor in there. You can even just like chew on them if you want. Ooh, a little tart, but pretty good. So I always twist them and break them, and that releases all of the flavor when you do that. And you just kind of shove them down to the bottom. Now I'm going to add a little sugar. And now I'm going to add the water in here. You gotta wait for it to start boiling. So hopefully we'll have some good tea in a little bit.
So watch pot never boils. So we'll be back in a few minutes once this got a good brew on.
Yes. Yep.
You're very intently watching that pot. Are you sure it's going to boil? Smoke follows beauty.
Oh, thank you.
Mm.
Beautiful. Okay.
A little bit in there for me, or for both of us. So by pouring in this other cup, we can kind of leave all the dregs behind, and it helps cool it off just a little bit. Awesome cup of tea. Let's give it a try. Oh, it's really hot.
Don't hurt yourself. Good.
Oh, that's so good. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't hold a cup.
I don't want to try this. It's gonna burn my little mouth.
Maybe. Stick your finger in. What do you think? Well, if it's too hot for your finger, it's definitely too hot for your mouth.
It's not too hot for my finger.
Give it a try. Let's watch. There's a little hole where this metal goes.
Oh.
There you go. You gotta turn it. There you go. Give it a sip. Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
So
My
Loren's
favorite things to make.
Loren's famous pine needle tea. What really makes it is just a little bit of sugar in there. It's got a nice citrusy taste to it.
Yeah, you don't want to put too much sugar in, because then
You're
can
just
say
drinking
goodbye.
sugar water. So.
you can say goodbye to the pine needle flavor.
Right. So we had a great day fishing today. Loren was definitely on the fish. She caught so many fish. She
Thank
caught
you.
perch, and she caught a couple of speckled trout.
And
She
my first striper.
Yeah, her first striper.
I'm so
That's
excited.
incredible.
Like, my first striper ever.
Ever, yep.
Ever.
And your first speckled trout ever.
Yeah, so day of first.
That's right. So we were out there fishing with lightweight gear, number 4 circle hook on 4-pound test. We're using a little strike indicator on there, and our bait was grass shrimp.
Yes.
That is the go-to bait for this creek fishing. The fish around here love it. I finally managed to catch a couple of perch, so I didn't get totally skunked by my apprentice turned master. She's amazing.
Thank you.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you
Yes.
enjoyed the little cooking that we did here. And we'll catch you next time. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Leave us a comment down below and we'll get back to you.
And definitely try making your own tea.
That's right.
It's
Try
very
the tea.
fun.
It's very refreshing. All right. Till next
Thank
time,
you,
guys.
guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Okay, Dad. I'm all right. I think that was a fruit fly.
Oh, delicious.
Protein. Survival, man.
Delicious. He's mocking me.
Nope. What should we have for lunch?
Pretzels.